Good morning and welcome to Garden Days. I'm getting the vegetable garden watered this morning. It says it's supposed to rain, but we can't always depend on that. Sometimes it just gets cloudy and does nothing. Everything's looking pretty good. That's not what this video is about. Today I want to go ahead and install a new garden bed and maybe work on a garden path. I've been second guessing myself on this garden bed here. I'm still not sure about it. I have the agave to plant out, so I could use them here. I want to make a cut through path through here, so I have to clean this up and weed. There's a lot of weeds growing there. It's going to be a pretty narrow path, and I'll have to cut back some of this tree. There's a limb sticking out there, so I'll have to cut that one back and maybe trim up some of this. I want to make a cut through garden path through here because it's behind this wall, and I don't think I'll be able to plant anything out here. Which there is a drip going through this area, but I'll have to cut back a limb, which is right there, and trim some of this up. Not a lot of it, just some of it that's hanging down. I don't want anybody to run into it if they walk through this path, like myself. And there's definitely some cleanup that needs to be done. All these rocks need to move over. The catmint's already starting to bloom. It looks wonderful. Oh, look it, we've got a bumblebee at this catmint. This one looks amazing. Look at the bumble. I really want to plant more of this in the garden this season. Seems to really bring in the pollinators. This bumble has been at this catmint every day for the last several days. This is a garden bed that I want to clean up. I haven't really done much to it except plant that yucca in the corner, but the saltbush is just kind of overgrown and looks a bit messy. So I want to clean this up, and that's why I'm confused about the other garden bed. I'm thinking I'd rather put the agave in here, make this look better, and definitely thin out the saltbush. Actually, a lot of my saltbush is looking overgrown and kind of woolly, needs to be trimmed back. I'll give you an example of what I did. I don't think I would do it now, just for the fact as the season's starting. I don't know if it could rebound in time. It's possible. I'll start with the saltbush over in that garden. But yeah, a lot of it needs to be trimmed back. Still has the seed heads from last fall or last summer. This is the example I wanted to show you. I cut this saltbush back last season, and look how nice it looks. It has a nice shape to it. Looks very healthy. There's no like woody things, but yeah, I cut this back pretty harsh last season and it grew back nicely. So I think that's what I'm going to start doing with my salt bushes, is just trim them back because they have a better structure. They just get so scraggly if I don't. There's definitely a lot of weeding, mainly grasses that have grown on the side of garden beds. I did clean up the garden bed over here in a previous video, and I got this all cleaned up. I have a salt bush here. I'll probably cut this one back and see how it reacts. It's not too woolly right now, but it has this strange growth on it. I'm not sure what that is. I've seen that on like a couple other ones. There's one down here too. I don't know if you can see that, but anyways, it's strange. I don't know if anybody knows what that is. I'm trying to weed a little bit at a time as I'm working on the garden bed, because sometimes it's just a bit overwhelming with all the weeds. Like I said, it's mainly the grasses, but some of them are really easy to pull out. I went through yesterday and started cleaning up the dry riverbed. This is something I want to get to this season. I want to add more stone in so it doesn't just look like dry dirt when there's no water in it. But it captures all the runoff and comes through here and then overflows into this one, and then there's one more over there. I think first things first, I want to clean up this front garden bed and trim back some of the salt bush and weed, because there's a lot of weeds growing around the edge. The grass seeds get stuck and then they grow really well through here. This aloe vera plant did not survive the winter. I didn't think it would. So I'm going to remove that as well. And the yucca was a gift from some friends in Kingman. This did survive, which I'm glad of. I'm going to break this apart and then plant little clumps so it should spread and do well. So on the back side of this area is a garden bed as well with a juniper and a pinyon pine. This really needs to be cleaned up. I'm not going to get to it in this video because I'm not sure what plants I want to put in here. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, that was a lot of digging and clearing. So I cleared the whole bed out. It is done, and I moved all the border rocks. They are not going back, at least not the way they were. I'm gonna do a different border here, which I think will look a lot cleaner, help with the weeds that accumulate on the border. The rocks are really bad for weeds. But I'm liking it so far. And then I did bring 4 bags of soil over because I'm going to amend the entire bed and plant it out much neater. I don't know if I'll allow the salt bush to come back. I might just dig it up completely. We'll see how it turns out. So last year we put up those posts for the solar awning, and I had some cutoffs, and actually also for this sitting area. So what I'm going to do with these extra cutoffs is make a staggered wood border. I think that'll look a lot better. The wood's already been preserved and treated, so I don't have to worry about it rotting away. We did burn and oil the wood. I'm going to have to oil where I cut though, because I'm going to cut them in segments. And like I said, do kind of a staggered height. I want to leave a little spot in the middle of the garden bed because I have something special that will go there. And it's not a plant. This chair was here, but I'm gonna rearrange this garden bed and push it back so that chair can go here. So the set will be like this. And maybe you can guess what's gonna go here. So put your guess in the comments below. That won't be installed in this video. I'll save that for another one. All right, this wood's not gonna cut itself. I better get to it. Well, this is gonna take a while. I probably won't get to the other stuff in this video because I just did this much. But it looks awesome, I love it. Very rustic. And I did a dry stack at the end. Thought that would break up all the wood. Okay, I'm gonna go fix lunch and hopefully it doesn't rain, or at least rain while I'm gone. Then I'll get back to this. I've got to cut more wood and then burn the ends. Luckily I have 3 huge logs over there. I do really love the rock border. I wish it was a little taller because as the rocks settle, Then you have to dig them back out, and not to mention, like I said, the weeds just want to grow around them, and it becomes messy looking. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be refreshing most of these beds. Maybe in some of the beds I can do a dry stack wall. I think that might look good too. But so far I'm really liking it. Something different at least. Well, I've got here done, and I wanted to explain why I'm laying this one flat, because I need access to this. I don't want to have to step over the logs that are sticking up. So this one is flat, so I can get in here, and concrete blocks are going to go into here, but that's all I'm going to say for now. So I just have this little short span right here, and then on the end I'll probably do the same as over there and do a dry stone stack. Okay, I am almost done. I just have to put the plants in the ground, but I have them placed. I have the border completely done and the little walk-through there. I built a bigger stone wall here because I ran out of wood. I miscounted. I needed 2 more, so I just wrapped the stone wall around. I think it looks good. Got another plant placed there. I divided this. I took half of the plant so I could put 2 more patches down there. And I think it's looking good. I'm excited to put this feature in. But like I said, well, you'll have to wait on that. I need to go ahead and spread the rest of this garden soil in this spot and then get these plants planted. As far as the furniture goes, I scooted that chair back. I took the rocks out that were there. I think I need to remove some more rocks behind the sofa and have the sofa slid back a bit. There is a branch sticking out there. It's an old dead branch, so I'll just saw that off so I can move the sofa back. And that way I can leave the coffee table here. Because if I move the coffee table forward, as you can see, there's no space there, then there won't be any space here. So I'd rather slide the sofa back and then this chair can stay here. All right, let's do this. I just have a little bit more. Oh my goodness. I feel like this is taking all day long.
Wait for you, wait for me. Click and scroll, I can't let you go. They say I'm addicted to you. Click and scroll, I can't let you go. They say I'm addicted to you. Oh,
All right, every tool is put up besides the blower. I just wanted to make sure everything was clean. Love the dry stack wall. And love this whole garden bed. So I did the yucca, agave. I'm gonna plant something there. That's why I left the space. I did put in the lava rock stones, the larger ones. Secret, I'll tell you later. More lava rock stones, another agave, yucca, and then I'm gonna plant something over here. So I need 2 plants for those spots. Then I think I'm gonna take catmint and add it in spots through here, because I think that'll be beautiful. Then I'm gonna buy some kind of decorative rock to fill in this area. And I might do 2 tones, since it's kind of like a succulent garden. I think that's gonna be beautiful. I'm excited to get it all done. And the seating area, I just blew that off. It looks all nice and clean. I moved the couch back. Oh, that's right. I forgot one thing. Her. I put her back there, but that bush hides her and it's not really stable ground, so she kind of tipped over. I need to pull that out, and I want to place her right there. I think she'll be pretty. I started this project a little after 10. It is now almost 5 o'clock, so almost 7 hours of work. I'm exhausted and I am done, but I think it turned out nice. If y'all think so as well, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hide the video. But yeah, I'm excited to add in the other gravel in here. I think that'll really top off everything and get this installed here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that, but I'll probably wait till I add the gravel in to add the statue. I think it'll just be another video. So, well, thank you for hanging out with me during this garden days. Anyways, if you want to check out more videos, they'll be over here. If you want to subscribe, you can do so there. See you next time. Happy gardening.